hesitate. You think we're flying, but we levitate. Just be yourself, don't ask us why. 'Cause if you don't,
can't be me, I'm a rock star. I'm running on the top of a cop car. I'm a rebel, I'm a rebel, I'm a rebel. It's almost over now, almost over now. I guess you ain't heard that we swallow guys. It's too damn late to apologize. When you see the mantle and when you see the sky, it's almost over now, almost over now.
you think that you don't have to ever quit. You think that you can get away with it. You think the light won't be ever lit. It's almost over now, almost over now. Something on your chest, better get it off. There'll be no one left when we shut it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now.
You can't be me, I'm a rock star. I'm rhyming on the top of my car. I'm a rebel, I'm a rebel, I'm a rebel. It's almost over now, it's almost over now. I guess you ain't heard that we swallow guys. It's too damn late to apologize. When you see the mantle or when you see the sky, it's almost over now, almost over now. No one ever really dies. Do you believe that? Well, if not, for you,
It's almost over now, almost over now.
Yo, 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 yo. 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 When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I catch record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to baby, Vice Q-tip, Alicia Heed. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed off dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the mobile dance, my duty, pepper seed. When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. How dare you ever try to step on my suede shoes? Top Gun shut down your firm like Tom Cruise. Please let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, break down to molecules. Yo, let me hit you with my ill street blues. Bust the rhymes, always headlines, the street news. Hey, baby girl, don't be confused. Sell my 7 seats and enjoy my boat cruise. I know you really wanna know who's coming through, leaving residues. Sorry, homeboy, but your flow sound used. Got to pay your dues, baby, you know the rules. Whenever I travel the world, I land cruise. If you choose to, how you get. Now I got you on super unleaded fuels. Give me room, give me some space, your excuse. When I step up in the place, then yo, I step correct. But I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. But I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. But I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. But I got you all in check.
You're now rocking with the best. Bust the rhymes coming through from the footmost squad. Boy Scouts who I be, straight to your dome. We coming straight to your dome, bringing all you ruckus to all you rap. Boy Scouts who I be, flip mode is the squid dog. Bust the rhymes, break it down like this.
Yo, which, throw my flow. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Throw them type of right out my window. Blast you with a direct blow. Coming through like G.I. Joe. Star Wars moving ill like Han Solo. Make you bounce bounce around like this was Calypso. Always shine cause I got the high pro glow. You think that you can hide, you think you can lay low. Roll up on your eye like Hawaii 5-0. Mac out with my dreads in my Kango. Forget them, just pass the. Yo, take a trip down to Mexico. Come back with that might make you psycho. Maximum frequencies through your stereo. Sorry, this is it, but homeboy, I got to go. I step up in the place and yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to like the disco jack. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check.
I just wanna rock. Body out of ya.
Damn.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna. I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No ties, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5. That's my high. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. If I got to bring it to you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Aight, all your mans have been to jail before. And all them upper cats you run with, get done with, done quick. You gon' approach the dog with some bumps. Aight, they go to click. Now I'm 1-1. All over some dump. Ain't that something? It's the mommy of clubs. Every time you come around, it's like, what? I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, aight, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Try to diss you. That's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name.
On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. teams here that came into the NFL together back in 1995, and off we go between the Jags and the Panthers. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Hey, kill.
Here's Lawrence. Thomas brings it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
He's got Thomas yet again complete. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Etienne up the middle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
24. Done. All right, here we go. Here we go.
They'll try to run with Etienne. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And a short pickup to about the 25. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. To throw, Young. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Nick Scorton. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got his man sharp, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-to-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second down at the 29-yard line.
Lawrence. He gets it to Thomas. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
6 yards.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second down at the
44-yard line.
These are 24. Hey,
here's Lawrence to throw. And Thomas has it. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. His fourth catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hey.
On play action, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They'll try the left side with ETN. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Young working out of the gun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Martin, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Hey, Lion!
Lawrence will throw, eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. On the move to his left. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Ready. Yellow, 43.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Young now from the 50. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end, Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Young to throw it. And it's a fumble. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Here we go. Yellow, 22, cut.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
10, black.
Right back to Hubbard. And he dropped it about the 11 after only a yard. This is 2nd and 8. Now Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ted McMillan with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Let's go.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking. Is they
3, right?
not one that I've ever met.
23.
Now Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now the first carry here for the running back. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Young. That's taken in. It's Xavier Ligon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Let's go. Ready.
Option right, Young. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper and second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 45-yard line.
60 red. 60 red. Ready.
Looking to throw, Young. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by full-side All-American. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hunter. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up second down at the 33-yard line.
Lisa 24.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
29-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, Soko, it's a high. Take right open. Go, let's go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. This is caught. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yellow, 43. 52
Young to throw it. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Come on, blaster, stay. Black 40. Right, white. Stay.
Now here's Young. This is caught by McMillan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Throwing, Young. A quick throw there is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
3rd down, Young from the gun. He'll find McMillan here. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Again, it's Young. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devin Lloyd coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Yellow, 22. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Young will set to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got this down to the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Ready. 10 black.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Young now. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted.
Here we go. Here we go. 36
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Jaguars' 5-yard line.
Young. And that's incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Rip, 23. Hey, Denver, time.
From the gun, Bigsby. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, kill. Red on the red. Hey, Soko.
Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Ultra. Here we go. Back.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. Well, he had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
To throw, Young. Throw right side, taken by Sanders. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And once again, this is Sanders. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
This now a 3rd and 4. Young. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Let's go next strike. Check strike. 10 black.
Young going to give it up on the touch pass. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Tyson Campbell up to make the stop. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Lawrence. This will be caught once again by Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A handoff for ETN. Got a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away.
And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Young to throw it. That one complete to again. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Running the toss to Brooks here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Now Young. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been, guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. That one complete to Legion. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit. Look at the big man rumble. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jaguars use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Black 40. Go get him, go get him.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. 2nd and 9.
At the Jaguars' 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
45, claws red. Ready.
Young working out of the gun. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ted McMillan making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. The Young's going to throw for this. It's caught at the 1. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now 2nd and 3.
Hey, let's go.
Here's Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Forced out to his left.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
Here comes 2nd down.
Hey, run.
Back to throw, Lawrence. Open man, it's Hunter. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now, Lawrence. Flush to his right. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Here we go.
A handoff running left is ETN. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
Running money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got rich and deep, yeah. Bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Space 60 racks on a camouflage bells. Blue diamonds on me, I'm a blue jelly.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
Hey, go. Hey, tomato. Done.
And they just did not get the snap away in time. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And he stopped immediately there.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I guess they could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Third down and goal coming up here.
Red on red. Hey, Soko, hot.
Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And He's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. Here's 1st and 10. One last shot for Young. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that,